Hi, everybody. I'm a second year intern, so I had to do a little bit of research on this. I have not saved seeds before, but I did harvest some marigold seeds in preparation for this talk. If you could go ahead and advance the slide, please. So to save cucumber seeds, you want to begin with healthy, ripe fruit. You actually want them to go a little bit beyond the eating point. And you can scoop your seeds out and then put them in a mesh sieve or a mesh bag, rinse, air dry them in the shade, inspect the seeds, and store them in a cool, dry place. Any seeds that are rotted or looking bad, you don't want to save to the next year. And then label and date them. And the next slide, please. And then to save tomato seeds, I got this directly from our Virginia Cooperative Extension website. You're going to cut the fruit and squeeze the pulp out into a container, add a little water, and then let them ferment for 2 to 4 days at room temperature. You want to reach in and stir them occasionally. And then when the seeds settle out, pour off the pulp and spread the seeds out thinly to dry thoroughly. Store them in an envelope or a glass jar in a cool, dry place. After I'd done a little bit more research, I found some other sites that recommended doing the same thing with cucumber seeds to have them ferment. I don't know if any other master gardeners have experience to this and want to speak to it after I'm finished, but we can move next to the marigolds. So you want to collect the spent flower heads by cutting an inch or more down the stem to prevent damaging the seeds. And you'll know the flowers are spent when they look withered and dry. They should be mostly brown with a little green left at the base. You pinch them and pull them apart to reveal the seeds. Let them dry for a day or more, and then store in a paper envelope or a bag. It's recommended with marigold seeds to store them in a paper bag to let any extra moisture out, and then also in a cool, dry place. So these were my marigolds. You can see where I clipped them. And then the next slide, please. I think I had another one that didn't come through. So if we go back to the previous slide, you can see the second slide that's just the single bud. I had pulled that apart and at first thought that I had everything. And if you go to the next slide, there was yet more in there. And then the one that's a little blurry kind of shows underneath the husk how many seeds there actually are. And that's everything.